Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I made this Mayflower curry sauce. I used to buy the red sauce which was a mild flavor, and then my husband one day he said, oh, I wish you added a bit more chilies in it to make it a bit more hotter. So I said, oh, they also make extra hot one as well. So the purple looking one is the extra hot, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna give that a go, and we've been buying that one ever since. So that's got slightly bit more kick to it. And I make the portion to serve 6 because I buy the 1 kilo of a chicken breast too, because my husband eats quite a lot of it because he loves it. So let me show you the ingredients that I'll be using. And also I get my sauce from, I buy this powder from Home Bargains, and that one cost £1. So let me show you the ingredients. I've got them lined up here. So I've got 2 onions here. I've got 2 red onions, but I normally use the brown onion, but at this time I've got 2 red ones. Then I normally just buy the white mushrooms, the normal mushrooms, but they didn't have any in Lidl, and that one would be slightly bigger pack, but now they only had the last pack of a chestnut mushroom, which is only 250 grams, so I thought that will do. Then the curry sauce, then some garden peas, fried light, and I'll buy the 1 kilo chicken breast, as I said earlier, because I'll make it for 6 portion. And I'm gonna serve mine because I normally would have the bigger size of a mushroom, so I thought I'm gonna add a bit more speed on a side, so I'm gonna have my one with a carrot. And I've just got out of a cupboard rice, but I found out we only have got a little bit left, so let's hope it's gonna serve 2, and then I'm gonna get some more tomorrow, so I'm gonna buy more rice so I can have, with the leftovers, I can have more rice. So let me just prepare the vegetable, cut the chicken up, and then I'll come back to you. So I chopped the chicken to little pieces, removed any excess fat. I washed the mushrooms and I removed the soil from the mushrooms, and also I had a look, they're quite small mushrooms, all of them, so if they were bigger I would cut them in halves or in quarters, but I'm gonna leave them this size. Then I chopped up the onion here, then I normally use about a cup, so I've got the whole cup of frozen peas. And then I've got carrot here. I sliced it up and put it in a pan. I'm just going to boil some water, and I'm just going to put hot water, boiling hot water over it. And I like, when I cook my carrot, I like to add caraway seeds, so I'm just going to add a little bit of caraway seeds and a little bit of salt to my water. And then in here I've got my rice in a water, so I'm just going to get that ready and boil that as well. So, and I've got my big frying pan here, so I'm just going to get the gas under the frying pan and then spray a bit of fry light on the top. And then get that sizzling. So once that is sizzling, I'll come back to you. So the frying pan is nice and hot, and I'm just going to add the chicken to it. Tip it all in, and then leave that for a couple of seconds, and then I've got myself a spoon, and then I'm just going to stir it in. So make sure that all of the sides are nicely sealed. So I'm going to brown the chicken off, and once I've done that I'll come back to you. So it's been about 4 minutes now, and the chicken is all nicely sealed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the onion to it, and I'm going to give that one a stir, and then wait until the onion softens a little, so that will be about another 2 to 3 minutes. So the onion's been cooking for about 3 minutes, So it's getting nice and soft, and now it's time to add the peas and the mushrooms. So what I'll do, I'm just going to add the peas to it and give that one a little stir. And I'm just going to tip in the mushrooms, give that one a stir. And now I'm just going to turn down a little bit of the heat, and then I'm going to put a lid on, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it. So because the mushrooms and the peas and the onion and the chicken will kind of let the water, well, it will have a water in, so it will evaporate a bit of water, and because I put the lid on, it will sweat underneath. So then I'll keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn, but then I'll come back to you in about 5 minutes. So in the meantime, well, the water of the rice is nearly boiling. Then I've added on the carrot, I added my caraway seeds and a bit of salt, and I've just got the water boiling, so I'm just going to add that soon as well, because I don't want it to boil away for so long. So I'm just going to do it in a few minutes time, but in the meantime I'm just going to prepare my curry sauce. So let me get my measuring scale and my jug, and I'll show you how I prepare my curry sauce. So I got my jug on a scale, so then I'm just going to press the button, make it to 0, and then on the back of the pack it says it serves 2 if you use 85 grams of a Mayflower sauce. But what I find out, the 85 grams of Mayflower sauce is plenty. What we like it plenty for 4. So because I'm making this recipe for 6, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to weigh 85 grams, then level my scale again, and then do half. So I'm just going to do 42. So that's what I tend to do. So I'll come back to you once I make the 85. So I've got 85 grams of the powder in here. So I'm just going to press this button, make it a 0, and then I'm just going to measure 42 grams, because that's going to be half of this mixture again. So, and let me come back to you once I've done that. So I'll weigh the other 42 grams now, and that's all the powder in here in this jug. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add bit of water, and I'm just going to mix the powder. Ooh! Well, I've just spilled it, so let me just get a spoon and then put that one back in. So now I put all the mixture back into the jug, and I added water up to 700 milliliter mark, and got myself a spoon. I'm just going to stir it all in and removing any lumps. So just pressing against the side of the jug so I don't get any lumps in. So I have it nice and, well, it will be nice consistency, nice smooth consistency. So let me just remove all the lumps on the side of the jug. And in the meantime, I had a look at the chicken, and it's cooking nicely. As I said earlier, the water has evaporated. So what I did, I took the lid off and I gave it a nice stir. So I might as well give it another stir again. So as you can see, it's got water underneath. So yeah, I'll give it one more stir. And the water for the rice is boiling away now, and I'm just going to put the lid back on, and I'm just going to carry on removing the lumps from the sauce. So the chicken has been cooking away for about 10 minutes, so it's time to add the sauce. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour that in. And get myself my mixing in spoon. Give that a nice mix. And then I'm just going to turn up the heat and bring it back to the boil. Okay, so the chicken has come up to the boil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a nice stir. And I'm just going to put the lid on and then cook it for about 5 minutes. And I'm just going to turn down the heat a little bit, so make sure it's just bubbling away. Okay, I just checked on the chicken and I think the sauce is getting a bit too thick. So what I've just measured here, 200 milliliter of water, so I'm just going to add it to it so it doesn't stick to the bottom. So yeah, that looks a bit better. And then I'm just going to give it one more stir, and then I'll put the lid back on. And I think the rice is nearly done, so I'm just going to turn up the heat and drain the rice. So the chicken's been cooking for 10 minutes now under the lid, so I'm just going to remove it, turn up the heat, give it one last stir, and then I'm just going to plate it up. In the meantime, I finished cooking the carrots and finished cooking the rice. And this is the portion once I've put it all on a plate. So my Mayflower curry, that's how I make it. It's 4 cents for a portion, and I'm having it with rice and a carrot, and I've got loads more left here, and I've got some of the carrot and the rice here as well. So that will be leftovers lunches for tomorrow, or I can put some in a freezer if I want to. And this is the final meal. So if you did enjoy that video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see any of my future videos, please subscribe below, and thank you very much for watching. Bye everyone.